Oh, it sounds so fun. Oh, man, that's so fun. Yeah. Oh, my God. We're going to have a good time.
I boo-hooed. I said, oh, the club put me in there. No. I put myself in there. I did what I had to do as a Hell's Angel.
You know, my daddy always, if you got in a fight and you came home with a bloody nose, did you hit him back? If you didn't hit him back, Dad put you in the car and took you back over there and told you going up in that yard and get your shit done and be a man.
These other walls drove through by gangs, by the FBI gang, and all that happened to that chapter, right? Like those guys go through their being a big motorcycle club, even sometimes just being a small motorcycle club, you go through your.
A lot of people that have come in have seen definitely a change in the club and the direction that the club is going.
I looked out my window and you could see a body laying out in front. And here's this dude running around up there with just had his sweatshirt on. And he tells me he's a Hell's Angel. Even after all that, I still wanted to join the Hell's Angels.
People out there, man, that are just natural followers. And they just fall right in line with that type of program. But not 1%ers, man. 1%ers don't ask permission.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin With Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the video that Big Caz made with two other former members of Satan's Choice Motorcycle Club, and they explain why they left the club. But we got a lot of other things to talk about. There's been a horrific car accident up there, or motorcycle accident versus car up there in Canada. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Sons of Silence getting arrested. We're going to talk about a motorcycle club member with the Mongols that was arrested over in Australia for escaping prison. And he got a bunch of other people arrested. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin With Staxx, or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good stuff. I appreciate every single dollar goes right back into the show. If you want to tell your story on Chattin With Staxx, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. So, let me give a couple shout outs, and then we'll get down to business. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for everything you do for this channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you check out Patreon. There's a lot of exclusive content over there. Go check out Spotify, Patreon, Rumble. I'm on all of them. Darren, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Social Rejects is in the house. Jason, what's good? Herman, how are you, man? Much love and respect to you as well. David, how you doing? Thank you for joining me, David. The Gymster is in the house. What's good, the Gymster? Darren, shout out to you, man. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are the number one reason why I even do this content. Yo Mama's house is in the building. What's good, bro? So I want to give a big shout out. Wilson, what's good, man? I want to give a huge shout out. I was on the show last night called Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Shout out to them. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. And there's a link in the description of this video for Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. He has a show on I think YouTube and Facebook and some other places. So check them out. Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. It was pretty cool. I got Staxx, you're the voice of the people need. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. I try to give a different perspective on the motorcycle club community, because the media and the police try to demonize these people. They're just normal people. They get a bad break, you know what I mean? Iron Order and PA love your show. The Iron Order. The Iron Order. Isn't that a cop club, bro? I mean, shout out to everybody out there that rides a motorcycle. Someone said, oh, I don't think he's a biker, and I don't think he's in a club. No, I'm not in a club. I do have a bike. I don't know if that makes me a biker. So there you have it. No, I'm not in a motorcycle club. Yes, I do have a bike. I do ride, but I don't know if you would consider me a biker. I do make motorcycle content for the people. But anyway, let's talk about this crazy crash that happened. It's pretty insane. I believe 3 people have passed away. This is up in Canada. Let's check this out.
In Omemee Saturday, after 4 motorcycles and a car collided, leaving 3 people dead. A tragic scene on Highway 7 in Omemee Saturday, after 4 motorcycles and a car collided, leaving 3 people dead and 1 injured. According to City of Kawartha Lakes OPP, at about 6 p.m., emergency crews responded to the crash on Highway 7 near Heights Road. 2 people were pronounced dead at the scene, including the driver of the vehicle, who was an 18-year-old male from Peterborough, and one of the motorcyclists, who was a 72-year-old male from Dunchurch. Another motorcyclist was airlifted to a Toronto area hospital with serious injuries. The 65-year-old man from Barrie was later pronounced dead. Another motorcycle rider, a 30-year-old man from Sudbury, was taken to a local hospital before being transferred to a Toronto area hospital.
They are believed to be stable. We don't have an update on their injuries today quite yet. Hoping to get that soon.
The 4th motorcyclist, a 36-year-old man from Sudbury, was treated on scene and released.
We understand that the community wants information. We are trying to provide that as soon as we can, but we also have to be aware that this is a situation that could possibly have charges down the road, and that's why we just are holding back on saying a cause of the collision.
The driver of the vehicle has been identified as Eric Hayner, a player for the U22 Kawartha Fury minor lacrosse team. In a Facebook post, the organization said Hayner carried the spirit of the game every time he stepped on the floor. Hayner played in the Kawartha Medicine Cup tournament earlier that day, where he scored his first goal for the team.
It's very, very unfortunate, and it hits our communities hard. The biggest thing that I can suggest is that we need to slow down, curb that aggressive driving or that speed. Give ourselves plenty of time to get to the destinations that we're trying to get to, and just ensure that we all can get there safely.
The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information or dash cam footage is asked to contact the City of Kawartha Lakes OPP or Crime Stoppers. Madeline McCall, Global News.
Sad situation. Sending prayers out to their families. I mean, just that quick, right? Something major can happen, change your life forever. CMC, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. You lived out there, Donnie, for 20 years ago. I've been riding for 47 years and not a biker. Yeah, there's a difference, right? I mean, I don't just ride on the weekends. I ride quite a bit. But being a biker is like more like it's a lifestyle thing, isn't it? I mean, I think it's like more like a lifestyle thing. Sad story all around. Definitely is. So another situation happened in Iowa. A bunch of Mongols got pulled over. Let's check that out.
Officers from multiple agencies pulled over a group of around 30 motorcyclists in Northern Iron County on Friday night. Utah Highway Patrol said that shortly before 6:30 p.m., some of the bikers were reportedly driving recklessly on Interstate 15 south of Cedar City. After unsuccessful...
Cedar City, Idaho. I think it's Idaho. Cedar City, Iowa. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting different reports, right? But it's somewhere in that area.
Attempts to get the whole group to stop together. Officers were able to get everyone pulled over just north of Exit 95, as seen in this video taken by a passerby.
And they don't name the club, right? But you could tell the patches that they have on. They tried to stop the whole pack as one, but they couldn't do it. These guys kept going. Al Rose, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Shout out to BC, Canada. Shout out to all the people from Canada. Appreciate you. I mean, that's crazy that they got that many of them to stop, right? Shit. I mean, what if they just don't stop? What are they going to do? Nothing really. There's nothing really they can do. But there's a lot going on out there. So you guys remember I was telling you guys about the escape of this guy, Mongol member from Australia. He escaped jail, basically. So fugitive Mongol bikie, Brent Graham, he was arrested in Palmsmore after 5-day manhunt. So I got a video to show you guys. But now a bunch of other people are getting wrapped up in this situation. 7 associates. Police apprehended 7 associates in hunt for escaped Mongols bikie. So it looks like collateral damage is happening because of this guy escaping. More people are getting arrested. And let's check this video out. Check this out.
Barefoot bikie bandit Brad Graham put police through their paces for 5 days.
Don't get me wrong, it's not ideal, but I'm from Liverpool and there's like that kind of stuff going on all the time.
Well, yeah, we just got off the bus, the hop on bus, and there's a lot of tourists floating around, a lot of eyes on Darwin. Get a heads up, look out for this guy, this is what he looks like. Bit of PSA and put the tourists to work.
Well, we were down Litchfield yesterday, but we didn't see him.
He wasn't there. This afternoon, police finally caught up with him, intercepting a car in Palmerston. They say the 44-year-old tried to run, but this time couldn't hide from the dog squad, with officers arresting the Mongols bikie and another man.
This is obviously someone who has the propensity to use violence and is what we would term a serious threat in terms of his threat level to the society and also to the police.
Pepper, what's
Last
up?
Friday, Mr. Graham allegedly bailed himself out of court, escaping from an enclosed dock and G4S security guards when his application for freedom was denied. Police believe the underworld figure's large web of associates were helping him during his time on the run. So far, 7 have been arrested, wanted for breaching bail and drug offences. A 25-year-old woman and the man accused of driving Mr. Graham when he was captured remain in custody.
If you look at the matter of Desi Friend,
He had no shoes on, too. When he escaped, he had no shoes on. So this dude was out. He's like, hell no, I'm out. A lot of times when people are in prison, jail, they work out. So they're able to run like that, right? But I know these Brits are crazy. This happens all the time, he said. I was hoping he'd get away. 100%. So they are nuts, right? They're like, this stuff happens all the time. They don't give a shit. It's pretty funny.
and he was on the run for 6 months.
And tonight, that person is expected to be back on his way to the cage. Courtney Barrett-Peters, ABC News, Darwin.
So here, I got that video too. So he posted a video. I'm not sure if that was while he was on the run, but he posted a video doing a burnout. It might have been. I'm not sure. But they were, they've been looking for him for a while. So 7 people were caught up in his, here, I got it right here. I had to take the music off. Yeah, are they having any events down there, Jimster? Hey, Lisa, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. I know the events are going to be going off left and right. A lot of events going on. Lebanon City, Pennsylvania on the 5th. All right, so let's see. So this is him running down the street. Look, he has no shoes on. So 7 associates in the hunt for escaped Mongols bikie. High-ranking, high-stakes manhunt for escaped Mongol bikie has triggered massive police crackdown in Darwin, exposing dangerous private security fractures. A highly volatile, high-stakes manhunt for a dangerous fugitive member of the Mongols motorcycle gang has triggered a massive sweep police crackdown across Northern Territory, resulting in immediate arrest of 7 known deeply entrenched criminal associates. So they ain't fucking around. Like, this dude escaped. They're like, nah, we're going after all his buddies, right? So Brent Graham, a heavily tattooed 44-year-old patched outlaw gang member, brazenly scaled the secured courthouse dock and violently fled. How does that work? How do you violently flee? I know. What's the purpose of burning out your back tire? Then you got to change it, right? I know. I don't know. I mean, it looks fun, don't it? But then you got to change your tire out because it's not. Saint's Choice lost the vice president in Thailand. Thailand? Yeah, they didn't have a chapter in Thailand. Yeah, they don't have a chapter in Thailand. They said he violently fled from a highly prepared security guards. It doesn't sound like they were prepared. In central Darwin, desperate authorities scrambled relentlessly to successfully locate highly dangerous fugitives. Shocking incident has violently exposed glaring. Why do they keep using that word? Hey, Ken, what's going on? They keep using the word violent in this article for some reason. It has violently exposed glaring massive vulnerabilities with private transportation of high-risk detainees and ignite a broader, highly aggressive police extensive against heavily organized regional crime syndicates. Let's see. And then they're talking about security failures and all this shit. The increasingly intense, highly publicized hunt for Brent is merely the latest in a high explosive scrimmage in the ongoing deeply bloody war against heavily organized outlaw motorcycle gangs currently operating in the region. The notorious Mongols, possessing deep, highly complex international criminal ties, continued to deeply challenge basic law enforcement efforts to successfully, completely dismantle their incredibly lucrative, highly dangerous narcotics networks. For international observers, particularly those closely monitored, the massive rise of highly organized, deeply violent criminal syndicates have rapidly expanded East African urban centers. The Darwin courthouse escape serves as a grim, undeniable warning when powerful, highly organized criminals network effectively expose the massive inherent weakness. This dude got out. It was probably on a whim, right? He scaled the fucking fence and ran. These guys ran after him and they just couldn't catch him. Look at him. He's barefoot, fucking hauling ass. He's like, I ain't going back there. Fuck that. He was only out for 5 days, though. I remember when this first happened, I reported on it. So what do you guys think of the situation? So it seems that they arrested 6 of his associates, all because of him escaping. And that's crazy. I mean, other people are getting caught up in the mix, right? So in other news, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but 2 Sons of Silence members have been arrested for beating a man at a bar and allegedly, I think, stealing his car. We're going to talk about that. So this happened. Motorcycle club members arrested after violent attack leaves victim unconscious, deputies said. This is in Amsconson Parish, Louisiana. Deputies said 2 motorcycle club members have been arrested following a violent attack that knocked a person unconscious at Amsconson Parish. Louis Olivis, 38, and Anthony Papoose Grengar, 38, are facing charges in connection with what took place. The attack happened in the parking lot of Oak Pizza Avenue in Gonzales on Friday, May 29th, deputies said. According to investigators, the male victim was moving a car in the parking lot when one of the suspects got into the vehicle and attempted to drive off. Deputies said the victim tried to stop the theft and was attacked by the suspects. During the attack, investigators say Olivis and Gregar knocked him unconscious, causing him to strike his head on the ground. Deputies said that someone tried to intervene to stop the attack and was also assaulted by the suspects. 2 men are members of the Sons of Silence Motorcycle Club, according to the sheriff's office. Olivis charges are principal second-degree battery, theft of motor vehicle, criminal street gangs, and pattern of criminal street gang activity, simple assault, disturbing the peace. Holy shit, they got tagged with charges. Gregor, his charges are second-degree battery, criminal street gang, and pattern of criminal street gang activity. The suspects have been booked into the Wisconsin Parish Jail. These guys are nuts. I mean, they hit them with some serious charges, and I'm not sure which one's which, but I'll find out. I'll let you know. Matter of fact, I'll tell you right now which one's which. Hold on. All right, Olivis is the one on the left, and Gregor is the guy on the right. So the guy on the left, I believe, is he's the one that stole the car, allegedly. And yeah, they're going to prison for a little bit. I wouldn't want to be in a Louisiana jail during the summertime. Anyone? Would anyone want to be in a place like that? No. Wanted trustee's choice to run school lunch cash. He pocketed my chip money. Hey, what's going on, man? Big love from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining me. DI Kitties. So if you guys, have you guys seen the video yet? Have you guys watched Big Caz's video on everything that happened? Hey, Roy, what's going on? Thank you for joining me, Roy. The Jimster says I've never been to jail. It's not fun. Left over at the food bank. Look at Crumb's previous. So we got one more. Hold on. Names released in Sioux Falls fatal motorcycle crash. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The names of 2 riders who collided in a fatal motorcycle accident Friday night in western Sioux Falls have been released. According to police, 2 motorcycles were driving westbound on Russell Street, just west of Cowes Avenue, when one of the motorcycles collided with the other while attempting to navigate a curve. The collision brought both of them into the center median and a guardrail area. 56-year-old Eric Boyles and 55-year-old Travis Gullop were identified as the drivers who died as a result of the crash. So they both died. Damn, one of them crashed into the other and they both died. Holy shit. Police say they are investigating if speed was a factor in the crash and are awaiting toxicology reports to determine if drugs or alcohol were involved. Sioux police are also issuing a reminder in the wake of the accident to slow down and ride carefully and avoid accidents. So, damn, can you imagine that? They're going at a high rate of speed around a corner. One of them bumps into the other. They both fall into the guardrail and they both pass away. That's a sad situation. Sending prayers out to their family. That's terrible. I mean, I'm sure it happens more often than we hear about, right? So these guys attacking that person in the parking lot is pretty big news. It's all over the place. And it says the victim was taken to the hospital in stable condition. And when one of these men tried to drive off with his car. All right, let's see what else we got. This is a crazy story. We're going to do this story, and then we're going to get to the video, right? So, an alligator, right? Why would I be showing an alligator? So, a man was attacked by an alligator in a swamp while fleeing from police in Louisiana. An alligator inserted itself into a police pursuit in eastern Louisiana, chasing and attacking an alleged impaired driver who tried to evade law enforcement by leaping into a swamp. And you know this shit happens all the time, right? People try to jump into swamps to get away from the cops. They usually don't get bothered by these fucking animals. The suspect, 40-year-old man, was eventually captured and arrested with injuries to both arms. Deputy body-worn cameras. Footage of the alligator swimming at speeds towards the man and thrashing with him in the water was posted to YouTube by local CBS News affiliate. The unusual episode began on Sunday off Interstate 10 in Jefferson Parish, according to the information posted on Facebook, Louisiana State Police. Troopers responded to reports of a Toyota being driven recklessly, striking a concrete barrier, sustaining a tire blowout. The statement said the vehicle was eventually stopped by officers around I-310 in the adjacent St. Charles Parish, which is the word Louisiana used for county. Parish is the same thing as a county, right? The suspect, named in local media reports as Victor Ravis, he fled on foot from an elevated section of the interstate into a swamp below. Troopers and deputies with the St. Charles Parish began searching for Ravis, who was later spotted walking along U.S. Highway 61, police said. When law enforcement approached, he then fled again into a swampy area where he was attacked by an alligator and sustained injuries to both arms. Despite his injuries, Rivas continued fleeing before being located and apprehended with the assistance of drone technology. So they fucking used a drone to catch this dude. They're like, we ain't going after him. Fuck that shit. Louisiana State Police offered information after the strike. Rivas continued to evade law enforcement and fled again. Well, you had to wait for him to pop out of the wood line to make the apprehension. Rivas was later released and treated at a local hospital in charge of driving impaired, as well as resisting an officer. He added the warrants were also obtained for hit and run, careless operation of a vehicle in connection to an earlier crash in Jefferson Parish. The statement concluded that the parish, with the law enforcement partners' support, with bringing Rivas' arrest to a successful resolution through to the alligator. That was a cruel part of the operation. It was a crucial part of the operation. The alligator was a crucial part of the operation. In a separate statement, the St. Charles Parish Sheriff's Office, however, contained an AI-generated photograph of an alligator in a police uniform being presented with the Deputy of the Year plaque. Oh, shit. A Guardian search and news articles turned up one example of a reptile assisting law enforcement, drug-sniffing bearded dragon, sworn in officer in Arizona Police Department in 2017. I think they're just fucking around. But hey, that's fucking crazy. I don't know. If you were running from the cops, would you jump in a fucking alligator infested swamp, or would you just give up? I don't know. It's a rough one. I don't know. That's a really rough situation. But anyway, let's get back to what we're here to talk about. So, why they left Satan's Choice. So this is the title. Why we left Satan's Choice, no hate, strictly the truth from the West Coast founders. Some real 1%ers answer the call when the legendary Satan's Choice Motorcycle Club began making its return to the West Coast. I don't think they were ever on the West Coast of the U.S. Were they? Does anybody know? I don't know if Satan's Choice was even in the U.S. like that. Does anybody know if they were? Because I don't ever remember hearing about them ever. They didn't come looking for titles, power, or position. They came because they believed in the history, legacy, and the brotherhood of the patch, what it's supposed to represent. They invested their time, loyalty, and hard work to help build something they believed could stand strong. But like so many stories in the motorcycle club world, things change. What started as a mission to build brotherhood became clouded with familiar issues, patch position, politics, personal agendas, lies that divided men who should have standed shoulder to shoulder. When the smoke cleared, some brothers were faced with a choice: stay silent and accept what they knew wasn't right, or stand on truth and walk away together. Real brothers don't abandon each other when time gets hard. Real brothers don't sacrifice loyalty for a title or a patch position. Real brothers stand united, even when it costs them something. In the end, the patch was never made these men brothers. Their loyalty, respect, and commitment to one another did. So they chose to walk away with their heads held high, knowing that integrity means more to any position, more than any position, and that brotherhood built on truth will always outlast brotherhood built on politics. Because real 1%ers understand one thing: patches don't make the man makes the batch. So the link is in the description of this video for Big Caz's video. Go check it out. Here, I'm going to play some of it. We're going to watch it together. Let's take a look.
I said, ain't no way they're allowing black people, man. He was like, yeah, bro, they're allowing black people. I'm like, that's fucking crazy, brother. That's crazy.
And I think you were like, man, if there was ever a club, I love the history, you know, so on and so forth.
Oh, 100%, bro. Like it's, you know, it.
And the crazy thing is, they say in this show that people in Satan's Choice could ride whatever they want. But when I asked Harley, can they ride whatever they want? He said no, they got to ride a Harley. So
That was one of the main reasons why I joined TG, just because of how old it was, and you know, you can travel across the country and hit brothers. You know what I mean? Like you can link up with bros, and that was, you know, a nostalgic club like Satan's Choice that's allowing, you know, people of color, is like that would have been the
Hey
only
George,
club that
what's
I would
up,
want
man?
to that I would want to join.
Hey, bro. First live, been watching since the beginning. Keep it up. Checking from Bordeaux. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining me. George, appreciate you. So a lot of people are saying that they seen this.
Fuck, man.
And I remember sitting in my condo in Thailand, and I'm like, you know, because I left Underguards first, then Snooze retired. And, you know, you went through the ringer a little bit with that, but
STMC, what's good, man? How are you? He must have shrunk if he got attacked from South Louisiana. He must have stunk. He must have stunk. He must have stunk if he got attacked. Maybe you just got done eating a cheeseburger or something. You know, them fucking gators are hungry down there, man.
You know, they did what they did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey, So Loud is in the building. Mike Ball, what's good, Mike Ball? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Go check out Mike Ball's channel. So Loud is in the house. Shout out to the Boondocks of North Carolina. I believe 100% what Big Caz and his crew said in here. It doesn't look like they're coming on here trying to.
Wait a minute, is he leaning towards
trying to lie about anything, right? So here, I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Calling them this, calling that. Miraculously, they all changed their tune when I reached out to them. We all recall that.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
You know, all of them. And then I just saw that he did interviews with all of them. But everybody seems to have amnesia that it was Big Caz that reached out and said, hey, man, recap that. You know what I mean? That's not true. And shout out to Insane Throttle, who said, you know, Big Caz never lied to me. He showed me what he showed me, you know, but, you know, it is.
And then he took all his videos down. Really weird. Really weird. Took all the videos down, too.
Is what it is. But I went there because not
right, let's fast forward.
Are we going to stand, you know, over the West? And we're not. But I felt I wanted to build something on two half Latinos. If they prospect, Nomad Charter.
Nomad Charter.
And your overstanding for that was to do what?
To grow the club and find people that are like-minded, that can pass the backgrounds, and that are true 1%ers or want to become true brothers and help grow the club.
And you were available if somebody was in what? It was what? 5 to 10
Wyoming?
hours. So
yeah, Wyoming.
And you would oversee
North Dakota.
that. You would oversee that charter, correct?
All right, so they're talking about different parts of the United States that people would oversee, and things got a little muddy in the waters, right?
Yes.
But then I moved to Iowa, and there was definitely more potential out there, and I pretty much I oversaw everything, man. If Riddler couldn't do it, it was definitely on me. So
If
a lot
Get
of the
'em couldn't
Montana,
do it. It was on because Get 'em's in New Mexico. So if he
right,
couldn't,
exactly,
until
right,
some
right.
guys came in, and I handled everybody
Hey, you
from
got a new
everyone from
member.
Vegas all the way to Reno, everything in
Right.
Nevada, everything on
So
the West
loud.
Coast.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Make sure you get your memberships. You will not regret it. A lot of content is going to be dropping.
And to show you how hard in the paint, if you were in Reno, what charter did they have to belong to?
Arizona.
Where did they have to
Arizona.
report to?
Yeah, Arizona. Oh, yeah, Arizona.
Montana. Where did
Will,
we
you're
make them show
entitled
up
to your
at?
opinion. Doesn't mean it matters.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yep. Yep.
So for the ones that saying we didn't vet, you're a fool.
Bullshit.
You are a
Yeah.
fool. Where did
Yeah, why? Why, Will?
what's our brother's name? Shit, I can't believe I just forgot his name
Storm.
right now. The brother that came down, Riddler, that flew down.
Oh shit. Hold his hand back.
Satan's choice. And
And
man,
so we're clear. Some cats left TG, reached
right.
out to us. We want to make sure they were good. That's it.
Okay, any which way, we'll move past that. So we tell Harley all this stuff.
Hey, you
and
got another member, Jimster. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. You will not regret it. I'm going to be dropping some new videos today, and you'll be able to see them first.
And we're asking.
I dropped some last night. Why? Because they said so. So you don't have an explanation, huh? Is his name what? I know what your name is.
Put him in a bench. You might. Leave him in there. Bobby, put him in the bedroom. Put him in. Put him in the bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Hey, you like that one? I know what your name is, motherfucker. See ya.
So what? Big Caz asked. So what am I doing wrong? Is there anything I'm doing wrong? No. Any money for the patches were being sent up to fucking Harley like how we were supposed to do, right?
Well, actually,
No one else.
Percy said nobody has paid me.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
In the
And
bathroom he goes.
And then it was oh no, you're right. Yeah, you guys are the only ones. The Midwest or the East Coast didn't even send me no fucking hadn't even seen no money for the patches. And we kept having a conversation, and the end result was we were doing a great job, and keep doing what you're doing. That was the end result.
before this phone call, my exact words were, Harley, before this, well, let's bring up the combative thing. He said, man, I'm just hearing guys don't want to come to the club because you're difficult and you're combative. And I said, yeah, you know what? And then I said, you know what, Harley, I'm not combative. What I am is I'm big on respect. If I don't know it, motherfucker passed a bowl of cereal and he ain't brought the bowl, the milk, the cereal, the spoon, nothing, and he's texting us or emailing us, hey, what's the fuck? You guys people out in Tennessee? What the fuck? Bro, there's some etiquette to this. Be polite.
Right.
I don't know you. So then they would go back, remember?
You could go to the description, but you definitely can't comment in here.
Bench. You might. Leave him in there. Bobby, put him in the bedroom. Put him in. Put him in the bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Later. Any more? Is there any more? Anyone else want it? Huh?
certain individuals, they would go back and say, we ignored them or we were rude to them.
Right.
And I would just be like,
Yeah.
no, know how to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. There's a 1%.
And can I?
Go ahead, Riddler.
And the one thing that I found a few times was if they didn't like the way you wanted to do it, they would email fucking Harley. And we know that didn't go to him anyway.
We know that.
Oh, I talked to Harley. Everything's fucking cool. Well, you know what? You fucking didn't.
Right.
Or we would have to deal with some like, and then I'll get to the end of the phone call. Hey, man, you guys got a new guy out in Arizona. Who does? You guys do.
Hey, Ghost Eagle, what's up, man?
He came from another top-ranked club, and his background passed. I said, well, we don't have nobody, because if I'm running Arizona and the whole West Coast, I'd like to meet this guy. So let's talk about vetting. He had no bike. You know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Found out he wasn't really all that. Nobody from that club he was in gave any, great thumbs up. And when I asked him to meet me in a certain area where the so-called enemies were, what did he say, Snooze?
Oh, I'm not fucking going over there.
I mean, is there any way he can meet me somewhere else? And blah, blah, blah. We just realized, hey, man, this
How do you tell a national that you've never met before, hey, man, can we meet somewhere else? Not even.
And I'm on ground and he's in a car.
You're right. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
that shows cowardice to me.
Well, here's the cliche, or he's now a national in this club now that nobody has still met. We made it mandatory that you had to be met, right or wrong, not video calls. Yeah. You had to be met,
right?
And still to this day, nobody's met this guy, but he's now in the club. And he shitbagged me, said we were difficult, you were rude to him, I was rude to him. But because of the club he came from, that just gave him, I didn't care what club you came from. Go back to that club if that's who you want to brag about. So back to the phone call. Harley was like, oh, yeah, you're right. You have paid me. And I was like, about to send him another, which I did send. The funny thing is, the day I got put.
And listen, to all the people watching this, I'm not getting involved with all the shit. I'm just reacting to a video. That's it. So don't message me, yo, this and that. I don't care. I'm just reacting to a fucking video, okay? I don't have no dogs in this fight at all.
Out was 30 minutes after I sent him another payment. And remember, I got the long text. But we'll get to that. But on the phone call, I said, Harley, before this phone call, except for being the combatant.
100%. We disagree all the time, right, Jason? We're just respectful about it. That's it. That's the only thing I ask you is be respectful. You can we can agree to disagree on some things.
I said, I don't know if I could change anything about that because, man, I don't think it should just make it that easy to come into this club, And what you guys don't understand is Harley had to kind of do it that way because he's stuck in Canada. He can go to Thailand. He can go to Spain, but he cannot come to the States. He has trouble just even getting into Mexico. So he had to, with these other two cats that were in different states, he had this mail patches out there. He can't meet them. He's going to tell them to get on a flight to Canada. Here's the difference. Who's the only person that got on a plane and went to a whole nother country to meet Harley?
Yeah, you did.
You. And here's another thing. When we had that group from Wyoming, they were told by me and Snooze, you want your patches? You're coming to me.
Montana.
You're coming to me in Idaho.
Montana, not Wyoming.
Yeah, basically they're saying they weren't going to mail the patches out to people. You had to come get them, right? As long as the clubs let brothers join who don't want to be checked on shit, nomads will keep being shut down to protect soft members. And it's a shame. That's crazy. %. I cover all club news. I don't play favorites with anybody. So don't get in your feelings. Some people do get in their feelings when I cover them. I mean, it is what it is.
Montana.
Yeah.
Montana, yeah. You
We
have to come to me
never,
if you want your patches. Get on your bikes.
we never, even if we didn't have anybody in their area, we considered Arizona mother. So where'd they have to come to? Mother.
Arizona.
Right.
If they were on the East Coast, you got to go to Knuckles. If you're in Texas, you got to go to so and so. If you're in Florida, you got to go to so and so.
Yeah.
But when I asked him, "Have I done anything wrong?" he said, "Absolutely nothing."
Right.
Then the next day, I talked, or 2 days later, I talked to his right hand man, who said, "Hey man, I apologize for the way I sent the text because I forget how." He asked me something about that patch, and I said,
"Thank you,
brother,
man.
I didn't make that patch up. It came from somebody else." I said, "But for the way your text was," he's like, "You're right. I should have called you. You're right."
Mile High, what's up, bro?
I had the whole thing on speaker because we were sitting there eating, so automatically.
We got 81 people in the house. How ironic is that? Hit that like button.
Put it on speaker. And because I don't want to be chewing in the guy's ear. And I said, "You know, man, the way you kind of formed that text was like I was already guilty." I said, "I didn't approve this. I didn't approve this. This is what I was told." That other person said, Harley said, and changed the diamond. And we're not putting stuff on the internet anymore. And we're wearing a different diamond. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that. And we said that in the phone call. This is the three, the 1%, the 13, and the 69. No, I'm not about to do a 69 in front of nobody but my female. But
what where is the video at, Cat? Is it on Facebook or where is it?
I'm gonna pay homage because even you, Snooze, was like, "Man, I'm rocking it," and nobody had an issue with it. But this one person, well, I got it approved from Harley that we ain't hearing that. But you know, you don't know nothing about this, so hey, man, go ahead. But about 4 days later, 3 days later,
I think it was less than a week, brother.
Yeah.
Less than a week.
I got a text that said, "This has nothing to do with me. I don't feel good about it." It was a long text. And it was, "I didn't have no say in this, even though you're the founder of the club. You were voted out by the National." There was only two
Aren't you
nationals.
a national at that time? Ain't you a national at that time?
I didn't know nothing about this. And from what I understand, there was only two nationals. Then there was a nomad. There was a.
So the two nationals, we know who they were, right? It was Knuckles and Big Caz.
But I never got a call about a meeting to explain myself. This is a few days after this phone conversation that you're doing nothing wrong. Spoke to his right hand man. You're doing nothing wrong. You'll never get any complaints. And it was, you are combative. You're disrespectful. People don't want to come to this club because of you. Snooze, how many people would you say we brought in?
I'm gonna say close to 30, bro. It could be a little bit less, but I'm gonna say close to 30, brother.
In a matter
that
of,
was in a very short time.
I was about to say
very short time.
In a matter of about a month and a half.
Yeah,
not
guaranteed.
Because we were rushing them through. We treated it like a full-time job. If this person has time to reach out to us, but I'm being combative.
Right.
And just so we're clear, the reason why we chose to do this video is not Big Caz. There's 8 other guys with me.
Yeah, you ain't just doing pop shots at Big Caz, man. He has all of his guys, you know, that were faithful to him and to Satan's Choice at the time, you know, and to throw that shade at Big Caz because you want to, you know, save face or whatever the fuck. It's just that's uncalled for, man. You don't, real 1%ers don't fucking do that.
And I stay quiet about it. The text was, "Hey man, they voted you out." And what was said was, "You can continue." Because, you know, everybody wants to say, "Oh, he quit another club." I've never quit anything. But I'll walk.
No, you've moved up.
That part. I'll walk quickly. Because my daddy told me, an honest man never answers to lies, and you don't sit around. If I lay a pack of diamonds down and then put some shit on it and want to remind you, like, "Hey, man, there's shit on here." "Yeah, but there's diamonds under there." "Yeah, but there's still shit." You know, he could be steak.
Right.
Now, a starving, miserable person is going to scrape that shit off and eat that steak. We're not built that way.
Right.
But for me, that text message was, well, you could keep Arizona and still recruit, or you could stay president of Arizona. Remember that? No more nomad, no more national. They voted.
Yeah.
Cut our nuts off.
And I hit snooze, and your exact words were, well, I guess we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
I sent Ridley the text. I sent you the text. I said, get him the text. I said, everybody else, shooter, and I remember you first went, oh, well, shit, we're done here.
Yep.
Not because he was taking.
Didn't take me long.
Yeah, not because he was taking the positions away. How did this just? So I'm a slap. I always tell this thing. Well, I'm even-handed, but I always say my left is stronger. If I slap you with my right, do you feel any less disrespected because it's not as strong?
No.
Nope.
I didn't leave because it was like, oh, I'm not the national no more. No, because if you'll have these meetings without us, because
Thanks,
weren't you a
Jeremy.
national?
I was.
Out of the words of Knuckles, you're out of the words of me. This is my natchez. I'm allowed to have a national nomad with me. I have one national nomad. And then I have guys under the charter to build United States for our area.
Yep.
Then we start fighting about areas. So here's the final thing. We didn't leave because of positions.
Yeah, you can kiss those. You can kiss my ass for those positions, straight up.
Yep.
Why did we leave, Snooze?
We didn't like the fuckery, man. Like you're the shade, the disrespect, man. The non-acknowledgement of the hard work that all these gentlemen were putting in. Yeah, man. The not even standing up for your fucking West Coast guys. Like that's crazy.
100%, Craig. 100%. And you think things are gonna change? Probably not.
Crazy to me, man. All the hard work and hours that we put in, man. And yeah, at the end of the day, we chose to do all that shit, right? At the end of the day, we did, right?
Yeah, nobody.
And listen, in a big club like that, you're not gonna like everybody that's a part of it, right? I'm sure that's how it goes in a lot of them.
But you don't shit can the people, the face of Satan's Choice on the West Coast. Big Caz, you literally brought Satan's Choice to America. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
No, they were already here. Let's get that right? They were already here. I already interviewed one of the nationals before any of this transpired, right? Before Big Caz even got involved. I already interviewed one of them. So let's just get that clear.
Obviously, hardly gave you the door, but everybody knew Satan's Choice. All right, that was Big Caz pushing it. You know what I mean? And then you had your people under you that was making Satan.
It did start exploding more when Big Caz got involved, though, and nobody can deny that.
His choice, what it was on the West, in the Midwest. So yeah, man, we couldn't stand up for that, man. Ain't no fucking way.
And I'm in a state, we didn't even touch on mine. I'm in a state where, I'm going to say, the number one club of Arizona, most historic club.
81.
Was I ever, all that
100%.
hiding, riding, never hiding, but was I everywhere?
Yeah. Everywhere. Solo dolo. But
the house of the president. You only allowed one. And I'm like, nigga, you got 7. Remember the guy, the kid who you? I'm the nomad. I'm a nomad. Oh.
Is that called too many chiefs, not enough Indians?
It must be. But I think Harley got overwhelmed. And I watched all these motherfuckers that have gone on videos and dissed him. Nope. I just think one man trying to handle. It's like when I took over Mo Thugs Records, it was, you're not putting out this group, and you're not putting out this group. The Lazy Bone put them out. And I'm like, well, have them put themselves out and let me see what they do. But I was brought to tears when me and Snooze were on the phone. And my only answer to Harley was, send me the address to send these patches back. And he said, oh, you're going to leave me? Everybody's going to think you're leaving over. I said, bro, I don't care what he. I said, Harley,
Yeah.
you must have forgot about the 3-way phone call we had the other day.
He did start a club. It's still going to this day. He did start his own club, and it's still operating to this day. Did you know that? I asked so much about the Arizona Rocker. Every club in the state claims. How? Who knows?
And I said, you're not just calling me a liar, you're calling Snooze a liar. You know, and I said, it's just better I send everything back. And everything I had left, I sent back. And I called Snooze, I sent you the tracking. And before I could hang up,
thank you,
went,
man.
hey, big bro. So what? And you guys don't
Jimster,
understand,
thank
me
you.
and this man are inseparable, but we will tear. We will. Oh, you chose violence today, didn't you?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
before I could hang up the phone, he said, man, I'm trying to not lose it right now.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to watch the rest of the video, go check it out. It's on Big Caz's channel, and there's a link in the description of this video. Check out the whole video. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We got a lot of great shows in the works. Shout out to everybody who supports the show. Hey, So Loud, thank you so much, man. It says keep up the great content. Thank you. I appreciate that. To Jimster, thank you for the $2. Really appreciate you, man. I said what I said. I do not believe the club you left wasn't happy with and belongs spoken of any club or brother stuff for that matter, unless both sides involved, possibly. It is what it is, right? Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. Thank you guys all for joining me. Tomorrow, don't miss the show, 12 o'clock. I try to drop them at the same time every time. That's a good interview. Good. I think everyone should watch it. Oh, I got a pretty big one coming up soon this week. So stay tuned. I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of content. Go join the members if you want to see content first before it drops on YouTube. Go to Patreon. Join the Rumble, join the Spotify. There's a whole bunch of different places you can see content. I hope you guys like this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. And make sure you check out Motorcycle Mayhem Radio on Facebook. I think they're on YouTube. Go check them out. Tell them Staxx sent you. And I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.